Hey, Scorpio, welcome to your career, past, present, future, and money reading. So, we're going to delve into your past. I'm just going to wait for someone to come in to confirm that they can hear me. We're going to delve into your past, we're going to delve into your present, and we're going to delve into the future. The very first card we have that talks about your past is the unicorn. Some of you could have been working with the Sagittarius. You could have a Sagittarius boss. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. But this is a great card. This is your spirit animal, and it's that of a horse. Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me? So the unicorn, representing infinite possibilities, says here that you are sovereign. Great. Okay. It says you are sovereign, Scorpio. This is you in the past with your career. So a lot of you have made some pretty good career decisions. It says you are sovereign of the seen and unseen world. And we already know that you rule the underworld. So a lot of you have made some pretty good decisions about your career in the past. You may not be where you want to be, but you definitely have made some good decision. It says the magic of love surrounds you. So some of you could be in a relationship, or you could have been with somebody romantically at the office. Beauty transforms you. And it says you go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. So you could have been up for a promotion at your job. You could have really succeeded or done very good things at your job. However, it's crossed by the white sage protector. And it says you are an old soul, so you could have recently got a new job. How many of you guys recently got a new job? Okay. You also need to be in nature a little bit more. I feel that some of you weren't using your intuition to take you where you wanted to go. You might have made career decisions based off of needing to take care of someone, because that little baby horse could be a child. How many of you are mothers? How many of you are mothers or fathers? So you might have had to make some career decisions just to bring the money in, and not really career decisions based off of what you really wanted to go. However, the cards are telling you that no matter where you came from or what's going on with your career now, it's very important to have gratitude, because there's a lot of people that wish that they were where you are. Okay. Oh, mother of eight. Jesus. Darren. Hey, Darren. How many Darren, you got Scorpio in your chart? So as it relates to the past, you guys hearing me okay? As it relates, I'm afraid to move this because it might knock the thing out. As it relates to the past, the cards are saying to make a gratitude list. I mean, the fact that you are even in your right mind enough to hold down a job is enough to be grateful for. All right. I know there is a Scorpio that I know who basically every month she gets a check from disability. She really ain't got to work because she don't want to. She worked because she want to. That's something to be grateful for. How many of you have a job? That's something to be grateful for. Have you ever paid into Social Security with the job? That's something to be grateful for, right? Hey, Heather, what's going on with you? Heather, okay, she's been at her job for 18 years. That's something to be grateful for. So, what they're saying is that, some of you have kids, and so you might have made some decisions about work based off of your responsibilities. You might not have really thought about, what do I like to do? Some of you might have a new position or a new job, or there's something new in the air that relates to whatever. And it talks about having gratitude. And then it says, count your blessings, Scorpio, right? I mean, like, you may not be where you want to be, but the fact that you are able to put money on your table, and maybe you're not employed, maybe you're getting SSI, maybe you're getting welfare, at least you're someplace in the world where you get to get it. It says, count your blessings, though. Is this piece about to fall off? Okay. And it says, and feel gratitude for what you've already have. Being on your job for 18 years, that's a blessing, right? Darren had worked at Darren had a job he could go back and forth to 3 times. He quit 3 times, and he's such a good employee, they kept taking him back. That's a blessing. All right. Keep focusing on gratitude, and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. That's from the past. All right. Now, interestingly enough, Scorpios, we have this really interesting card, and it's called Villain. A lot of people look at Scorpios as being a villain for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, it's reversed. So your people who you work for don't look at you as being a villain. But it says you can always rewrite the story. There's some story, there's something that's been in your heart for a long, long, long time. Something that you've always wanted to do. And I was talking to Heather about it because the card that showed up is speaker. And spirit says yes. So I don't know, in the past, there's something about speech or speaking, maybe speaking to the youth, speaking to women, speaking to the homeless. There's a call. Now, I recently became I put in the 3 recommendations to be a certified career advisor after I just finished school. But I'm going to school now to be a business psychologist. But that was class number 1 that I took. And the career theorist says that we have roles that we play. We have roles, and the roles that we play are just as important as our career. So you might have the role as a mother, you may have a role as a wife. I definitely feel that some of you have the role as a wife, but we're about to get to that. Because I do see love here. I see a Leo here, very strong. Like a Leo just won't leave this reading alone. I don't know who the Leo is, but they're very pushy. They came in your reading, they're very pushy. And I'm like, will you back the fuck down? This is my reading. And you know how Leo's are, I know this is my reading. But anyway, did anybody want to be a speaker? Did you have speech problems? Oh, you're writing a vampire story. Get going with it. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, thank you. You're dating a Leo. Well, this Leo is very pushy. It looks good. We're getting ready to get to row number 2, but right now we're on row number 1. Oh, Leo. Okay, so yeah, you might have a lot of Leo in your chart. But so far, in case you're just coming in, it said that you guys need to be very grateful for where you have arrived from the past. That there's a lot of things to be grateful for because you have achieved things that others haven't, whether that's having a job for 6 months, 9 months, 18 years. It looks like some of you really had come pretty far, though, in your life, and you're still hard on yourself. A lot of people haven't even made it to where you have made it, and you're still hard on yourself. How good can you hear me? Okay, good. Heather said when she was young, she wanted to speak to the young kids about life, right? So that God says yes to that. It seems like God still wants you to do that, or spirit. And there's many ways you can do that. You can do that on TikTok, you can do that on YouTube. Okay, good. All right. So if you guys came here with a question in your soul, Spirit says yes, especially as it relates to work. All right. Now, in the past, some of you experienced some real severe heartache. You might have been really poor at one time, and something could have happened that really took away your income, your wealth, your money. Something, I know a Scorpio who had a prosperous trucking business, and then one day her truck jackknifed while she was on the road. I don't know if it was raining or what was going on, but she's not driving an 18-wheeler anymore. And she lost all her money, and she has still not yet gotten over that. I know another Scorpio who was doing really well. She was in school, she was, working full time, and then she ended up in a chicken coop. She had a nervous breakdown. And so something happened in the past, like all of our past. This is the tower that caused some type of poverty. But you know what? You will never go through this again. Who am I talking to? This will never, ever happen again. it was like some big lesson. Oh, you became sick and you had to stop working. Oh, you mentor a lot of young people. Good. Oh, Heather, I'm so glad. I'm a truck driver, had to stop, had no one to keep my kids. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. But you know what? I'm talking to you, Nish. But okay, let me finish talking to you. It ain't never going to happen again. It's never going to happen again. Right? It seems like that part of their life is completely over. Right? Let's see what the charms want to say. I see somebody with the U in their name. They said that right now, okay, I can't move that too much, but I see the owl here. And you guys learned so much from that experience. You learned a lot. Like you learned so much from whatever that bad experience was, that you're never going to be in a position where it's that bad again. Okay. Now, in the past, it seems as if you guys, hold on, I'm live. This is a client. Let me just tell her I'm live on YouTube. I'll tell her in a minute. In the past, you guys had high vibes that healed the world. There might have been kids that you talked to. There might have been youth that you inspired. There was some type of real positive vibe that you had jumping off that people really was feeding off of. So I don't know if you did volunteer work, but it's almost like this poverty stricken bad experience kind of made you stronger, and it made you strong enough to bring really positive vibes. Like it made you humble it. And that's another thing, because I see you coming up, but I see a lot of jealousy. I see haters, but we're gonna get to the peacock in a minute, because right now we still in the past, right? Now, so in the past, maybe in the recent past, I see that you have started making steps towards your eye towards the long term. Like, okay, I need a job. So you've been keeping your eye towards the long term, thinking that I need a job, right? And I need to be thinking about my future. Like one lady here, Heather, she's like, well, I've been at my company for 18 years, and any type of future I want can happen in the company. So you could be in your company thinking about your future, or you could be unemployed right now thinking, okay, what am I going to do for the next 2 to 3 years? Some of you could have been thinking about planning. As I became a career advisor and I went to school, there's something called career immaturity and career maturity, right? And career maturity, the first step for career maturity is the awareness of the need to plan. Then the next step is information, gathering information so you know how to plan, right? So some of you could have been in that phase where you're gathering information now, trying to figure out what you're going to do. Oh, you were mentoring. Oh, yeah, people definitely can feel that. Oh, good for you. You're absolutely right. It is over. So some of you have really been thinking. So now this is what the question is for your recent past. Can y'all see that? This is the question that the Oracle has for you. I love these damn cards. They were made so nice. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? So some of you have been thinking lately, how many of you have been thinking about what you want out of your career lately? Anybody else? Raise your hand. Some Scorpio, whether you're in this room or you're watching, has been thinking, what do I want from my career? I need something more. Maybe your kids are older now, and it's like, well, I ain't got to do just anything. What I like to do. How many of you guys have been thinking about what would you actually like to do? Not just what do I have to do, but what What do I like to do? Right? Okay, just one person, huh? Oh, you're in that phase right now. Okay, well, then this is for you. Oh, okay, we have two people, and this is for you guys. And it says, burn with desire. There is a power in your desire. Let them be your fuel today. Anybody else thinking about what you want to do? You've been thinking, okay, all right, and it's going slow. So I've been doing some planning to get it up and good, good, Tracy. I'm definitely thinking about a new career. Okay, good, good. All right. And they're saying your desires are your soul's wings. What? What? And it's time to take flight. That is some what? See, I haven't read that before. Wow. So today's soul action, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Right? Now that your e-commerce business is going slow, what do you really want to do? Sometimes something will go slow so that the real thing that you're supposed to do you will, kind of quicken with that. Choose what makes you happy. Okay, now you guys, we're going to close the past with a prayer. But I'm going to tell you right now, I looked at this prayer. It's very weird. It's like a poem. It's a very weird prayer. But when I choose the cards, I don't pick them back up. And if something falls out, I just read it. But this is called Morrigan's Blessing of Peace After Battle. So whatever that battle was, that Tower card that came out, that lightning from the past mixed with that poverty card. Look, y'all, I don't see that card nowhere in the future. Whatever happened to you, you go damn sure make sure that never happened again. Can I get an amen? All right, here's the blessing. Okay, we're going to close the past and go to the present. This is the card that we're reading. It says, peace as high as the sky, sky to the earth beneath the sky. Let this level of peace encompass you as you walk away from your past. Strength in everyone, a cup very full of honey. Let you be supported by the universe. Then it says, forever destructions have departed. Forever destruction has departed. Forever destructions have departed. Shelter with an excellence of length now surrounds you. New growth after spring. In autumn, let the horses fill the land and your land. Peace as high as the sky, 9 times eternal. All right then. Okay. Now, the present. All right, so let's close the past. Let's close the past. And let's get into the present. All right, so we see the past. The past was kind of rough. I mean, you guys had made it pretty good, but there was something that happened that was pretty rough. But it looks like you're supposed to mentor people. And that's one of the roles that you're supposed to play, right? I hope y'all can hear me. Ooh, Jesus. All right, we say goodbye to the past. That part of the reading is over. That poverty, all of that negativity, that pain is gone. Now, what we're focusing on is the present. We're moving into the present. And in the present, I see a couple here. I see a Leo with its partner. I see Leos all through here, actually. Right? Oh, good. Yes, another Scorpio reading. Well, I'm here. Entering the land of milk and Genevieve. Yay! Okay, so I see a partnership here. And with this partnership came the charm of the Queen of Hearts. So there's somebody who you love, some of you, okay? And it could be a Leo. Now, Dr. Super says that not when we have a career, the roles that we play also encompasses that career. Some of you are playing the role of a wife, a spouse, and you guys are sitting up like royalty. And not only are you playing not playing this role, you are in the role of partner, and you have developed to where it's not selfish. You're not a selfish lover. See, they work together. He protects and she gets the meat and have the babies and makes him have a legacy. And it says here, lion, high calling. You have within you all the courage that you need. Who's starting a new career? It says, let go of the past. Isn't that what we just did? Isn't that what we just did? It said, let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. I love this so much. I love this. I'm working a full-time job on Wednesday and I'm still going to do this because I just love this so much. It says, reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So I see that you love someone, or there's someone who is standing by your side. The Queen of Cups is the Scorpio. And this role as wife, this role as husband, see, you are mature now. It's not just about getting. And no matter what you do in your career, your role as a partner is very important to you. Your partner is important to you, and your role as being supportive and loving and the receiver or the giver is paramount to your life. And if it's not right now, then it will be. And if you're single, then even if you are single, this is what you will bring to the table when the right one comes along. Readiness to be your mate. This is the role that you want to play, right? And as far as, so yeah, a part of your career in the present is being a wife, is being a partner, is being a lover. That's the role that you play. See, Super says that your career is not just what you do, it's also the roles that you play. Are you a daughter? Are you a mother? Because being a mother is a career. That's a career. You got to feed them. You got to listen. You got to do their homework. You got to spend time with them. You got to do their hair. You got to get them clothes. That's a job. That's a job. And being a wife and being a mother is a job as well. Okay? All right. How many of you guys understand what I'm talking about? Isn't that amazing that Dr. Super saw it like that? Okay, good. Makes perfect sense. Oh, that's what that's talking about. Okay, so now somebody got promoted, right? So, and she says, I'm raising my 2 grandsons. Yeah, there you go. So now for the person who got promoted, this is your higher calling. And with this, it says you have within you all the courage that you need. So if this is kind of scary, you got this. You got it, girl. You got this, right? Just relax. Let go of the past. Reclaim your majesty. They knew what they were doing when they promoted you. You will find success, it says, and contentment with support by your side. And this support could be your man, right? Or your tribe's women. All right. All right. So the next card is what the angels want to say to you about your current career. Right? This is what the angels want to say to you about your current career. They said positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. So some of you have just been really positive lately about your expectations. You've been really positive lately about your experiences, and you have not been letting negative energy or temporary setbacks interfere with your faith. Who am I talking to? Who's been really positive, like just a little more positive than you normally have been? Who am I reading for right now, right? And they're saying this has opened the doorway to positive experiences, right? You've been just a little bit more positive than normal. And what it's doing is that it's opening up. There you go. See that y'all are in the right. This is the right group. You've been more positive lately. It says, well, the doorway, as a consequence of you being positive like that, right? You're opening up positive opportunities, right? Because you're going to get what you focus on. And they're saying you're not allowing negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. And they said, keep up the good work. And if this is not you, because you've been a little negative, then they want you to know you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with positive expectations and energy by not allowing negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. They're saying, good job. The angels have noticed that you've been positive lately. And see, the angels, they're typists. They just type out what you're putting out there. They type it up and then the universe print it out. So the angels are saying, hey, guess what, Nicole? Guess what, Sunshine? The Scorpios have been very positive lately. And that's what the universe is giving them back, positivity. In fact, the charm says, live, laugh, and love. Who's been laughing a little bit more lately? You've been happier a little bit lately? Live, laugh, and love. Okay? Here we have the lion again, that Leo. Seems like some Leo's going to be making you happy. To my girls out there with a sneaky link, Leo, hey! Y'all sneaky link, Leo, gonna be making you feel good, girl, hey! Okay, I see the lioness again. I see the lioness again. All right. So the lioness is here again. I dropped that because I don't have my glasses on. That didn't drop. Sneaky link, hey! But what it's saying here is you've earned all your stripes. So some of you, like Genevieve said, she just got a promotion. You've earned that. You earned that. Some of you here are going to be in a new job. You've earned that. Some of you are moving in a new direction and you're going to get promoted. You're going to get this new opportunity from the last place that you've been. You've earned that. They want you to know that. All right. So, oh, she does. Your life purpose cards are oracle cards with sensitivity. So how many tarot readers do we have in here? How many people can read the cards? It looks like some of you. It's either your life purpose involves the tarot, either listening to the tarot to get guidance. You could be involved with someone who reads the tarot. You could be how many readers do we have in here? How many readers? That might not be your full-time employment, but this might be something that you do on the side, might be a hobby. And if not, it says you are able to discern answers and guidance for others. It may not be the tarot at all, right? How many of you guys are not, you don't read the cards, but you just be smart as hell. You have these answers. People ask you questions and you're able to discern. Scorpios are good for that. You can read right to that situation. You don't need no damn cards because you got a knowing. You make me sick. You make me sick. No, I'm just playing. How many of you guys are like that? You just discern real good. You got a gift of discernment. That's what the cards are trying to say to you. You got a gift of discernment. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, and niche, that's okay. That's fine. You got a gift of discernment. The other thing is sensitivity. Some of you are becoming more sensitive. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Now, I don't know what that's about. You might need to talk to your higher power about that. You're becoming more sensitive to things, right? Now, some of you are privileged, okay? You're privileged. You're privileged here. Now, I know someone, yeah, yes, that's good. Some of you, you just always can keep a job. Getting a job is no big deal. Some of you might have SSI, you ain't really got to work. You might have Section 8 plus SSI and a job and a man. You're just privileged, okay? Here's the privileged lady. Some of you are kept. The privileged lady also is a kept woman. Do we got any kept women in the room? How many of you just lay up and get your nails done and that man in there is paying for everything? But the present basically says that the Scorpio is privileged. There's a lot of different options for you here. Okay? Some of you don't even have to work. Now, I'm trying to read for you guys, but this card fell out and I don't know why it's here. Forgiveness brings freedom. It just fell out. I'm trying to read about career and I was doing the cards and I put it back, Scorpios. I was like, this ain't got nothing to do with this, right? I put it back and then it fell back out again. So somebody, I feel like what this is trying to say is that it's something to do with removing blocked energy. Like by forgiving the past or forgiving someone, you're going to remove blocked energy. All right. But Scorpio, I see some of you in a position of leadership with the King of Wands here. I see that Leo again. A Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Some of you could have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your chart, and that fire is what's kind of controlling and ruling things right now. Or you could have a fire sign boss or a boss that has a lot of fire in their chart and you don't know about it. But I feel that what's in the present or what's coming to you is they're saying, keep your eyes on the big picture and leave the details to others. Experience, I see experience that leads to success. The king of Wands to me is like a motivational speaker, someone who gets a project done, a project manager. This could be someone that has their own business. You have Aries in your chart. Yeah, Robert, I feel you. It is hard to not hold grudges with people who've done you wrong. But for some reason, like the cards are very smart, those grudges are blocking your blessings. Yeah, those grudges are blocking your blessings. But for you, as far as the future is concerned, though, I mean the present, I see many options, many opportunities, many directions that you can go in. And a lot of it depends on you, Scorpio, because this is the Grim Reaper. Hey, balance all things. This is the Grim Reaper, the Scorpio. And you could go into business for yourself, right? Somebody was talking about the export business or e-commerce. And there's many options available, actually, because a lot of you are privileged. Either you have experience. Yeah, there's a lot of Leo energy in here. Either you have experience that makes you privileged, right? You have experience that makes you privileged, or there's just a lot of opportunity here for you. You're trying to let it go. I understand. I understand. So the card wants to know, are you in your head or in your heart? Okay, yeah. Some of you can be starting your own business. If not, you're going to be in a position of some type of leadership, whether it's teacher, whether it's project manager, some type of leadership is ahead for you. And you're privileged because you get things real fast, or you could be privileged because you've been at your job for a long time and you work at a job that's very established, like AT&T, or like you work someplace like CVS, Walmart. Well, let's not use Walmart, but something like that, because Walmart is not a good company for employees. But you work at a place where they really care about their employees, and that's why you're privileged. Okay. Am I in my head or in my heart, Scorpio? Because see, you have a lot of options here. See, where's that options card here? So, and you don't really know, some of you don't know which direction to go in. Some of you are in a lot of indecision. How many of you are indecisive right now? I know you're a fixed sign, but there's so many options. You're good at so many things. There's so much good happening in your life. Like you could drive Uber, you could go to Amazon, you could start your own business, you can get a job, you could read the cards. There's so many good things happening that some of you just don't know which direction to go in. And it may not be those of you who are here. Anybody just kind of indecisive right now? They're saying if you are indecisive right now, ask yourself, am I in my head or am I in my heart? This is for the indecisive person who has a lot of options. Both energies, am I in my head or am I in my heart? It says, what is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where your miracles happen. Where your head meets your heart. It says, today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video. Do some tapping. I never got that. Is something supposed to be happening? Do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. So, in the present, the main role that I see here is that of partner. Okay. I see your main role, that of partner. And if those of you who are moving into a new direction, you have what it takes to make it happen. All right. That's what I saw here. I saw that you have what it takes, but the main role is that of partner. And I definitely see a Leo here, Leo energy. And that Leo energy, if that's not necessarily, that's you being bold and courageous and stepping into your own, stepping into this new position, this new direction, right? And let's say, well, nothing really new is happening, then maybe just the new direction is embracing your role as a wife. Maybe some of you are going to get proposed to, right? All right. Now we're going to close the present and go to the future. We're going to close the present and go to the future. All right. All right. Thank you, present. So the present is basically maybe doing something new that you have the power to do, right? And it's saying that you've earned these opportunities that are here. You also need to forgive. Remember that you're privileged. There's a lot of opportunities. It's really going to depend upon you, which direction that you go in. Just get into your heart and your head. Make sure that connects to each other. And we're going to close it with a prayer. And the prayer for the present is, this is very interesting, Scorpios, but the prayer is the prayers of the right words. How many of you are going on job interviews? Maybe that's why we got this. Anybody going on job interviews? How many of you get a little scared and intimidated by oh, you have a job interview on Monday. Okay, Mrs. Huno, I'm really picking up for you. Anybody else going on any interviews lately? Or do you have a presentation or something for school or anything like that? Or is there somebody who you need to talk to about some things that are kind of hard to talk about? All right, so this might be for people in here, or this might be for people who are watching later. This is called A Blessing for the Right Words. So, Mrs. Huno, this is for you, for your interview. I know a Scorpio. Oh, okay. I know a Scorpio who is married and the mother-in-law passed, left the wife very well to do. Oh, now as a couple, they have opportunity. Oh, okay. Okay. You're waiting to hear if you got into school. Okay. All right. A blessing for the right words. Here we go. All right. Since not that many of you, well, maybe people later need to hear this. Okay. May the words that fall from your lips be blessed, my friend. In times when we must speak of difficult things, it can be a great challenge to conjure up the words that best express our feelings. It's hard to conjure the right words that best express our feelings and intent, sometimes without causing harm or offense to others. We may struggle sometimes with this balance. And in doing so, our words may be watered down, lost in the desire to appease, or lost in the wish to do no harm. But with this blessing, there will be words that come to find you. There will be words that come to find you without effort. The words alight by the fires of, I've never heard of the word alight. The words alight by the fires of inspiration, and they will flow from your mind to your mouth and be heard fully and fairly. May you be blessed this day with the speech of good sense, the conversation that clears and clarifies, and most of all, you guys can't hear me? Oh, thank you, balance of all things. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate it. It says, may you be blessed this day with the speech of good sense. Okay, Mrs. Huno, you guys on your interview, it says, be blessed with the speech of good sense, good common sense. Oh, okay. It says, may the conversation that clears and clarifies, and most of all, the words that will be heard by those who need to understand you, may they listen. May you be blessed with the words that stir hearts, that make friends of minds that once were firm against you. May your words, like water, seep their way into the cracks of the stone and work their magic of transformation within. Your words are spells, and their magic can take time, but with the apt speech that you are blessed with to this day, may doors open widely for you. May the doors of understanding open up between you and others, and where you once fell silent, you will speak up. Where you faltered and shied away from the difficult things that must be said, you will rise and flow through this challenge and embrace the opportunity to give voice to the darkness. Where once you let others speak and heard only your own words in your mind, you will now hear them out in the world and know you have used words as others use weapons, but it is not for battle, rather for courage and understanding. May you find ways to cut through the falsehoods that others and their words can weave about you. Let your words be songs of praise as they flow from the gift of speech you have been blessed with. May you no longer stay quiet, my friend, for you have been blessed with the power of the right of freedom of speech, and it will serve you very well each time you sing out your truth. Be blessed. Ooh, that was for somebody. Because, we had speaker back here. right? And some of you are not speaking your truth. You were supposed to be a speaker and speak to the kids, and they're saying, may those words come out that God wants to come out and speak to the children. Not the children, but the children, child. Yes, thank you, Balance, for the money. Oh, you do, Genevieve? Oh, Mrs. Huno, that was all for you. Great. All right. The next line we have is the future. Okay. And in the future, oh goodness. See, when you get these nails, it's hard to pick up the damn cards. Oh, Jesus. Let's try this. Here we go. All right. Look at these beautiful cards for your future. Peacock and owl. All right. The owl. It says, choose to know the truth because you can. Some of you have been knowing the truth about your power. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Some of you are knowing what your vision is, and you're being honest about the fact that you want to have a more purposeful, either you want more purposeful roles in your life, because you're not going to fulfill all of your values in a job. You might do some type of volunteer work, right? But anyway, the peacock is here, and this is in your future, which means you're getting ready to shine. And this is what you might not want to hear, but it says, people are getting ready to be jealous of you, so be humble. You're getting ready to shine and inspire, and there will be haters. But still, be grateful, even be grateful for the haters. And more good will come. See, the thing about it is new level, new devil. New level, new devil. So don't expect to rise without the haters. Okay? I see you being true to yourself and you're recognizing your brilliance in the future. But once again, I see you coupled up with someone. See? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's true, balance in the air. I start the job on Wednesday. So I still see you coupled up with someone, your near future. And now also I see somebody in your future with the H in their name. Okay. Again, I see a coupleship, and I see family. For some of you, I see a little girl. All right. But I definitely feel like one of your main priorities is your partners. Okay, some of you, or how many of you guys have somebody? I definitely feel, and if you don't have anybody, I feel that becoming a wife is a priority, and or becoming a husband is, or this may be how the person feels who you're going to meet. Like they are seriously vetting for a wife. They are seriously vetting for a husband. I'm feeling a really loving relationship here. Okay. I feel that there's just a match. This is just a match. Somebody, you and somebody else, you guys just match very well with each other. You mesh very well with each other. Of course, there's going to be some hiccups, but you guys might even look good together. You might share the same values with each other. Like both of you want a long-term relationship. Both of you want a marriage. It could be stuff like that. But how many of you are in a relationship? Oh, yeah. Hey, Virgo sun. Oh, wow, really? Yeah, it might be a little bit of hiccups, but I really wouldn't worry about it. Nostalgia, what we're being told as far as your relationship is concerned, just focus on the here and now. I don't know what's happened in the past between the two of you. I don't know if you guys have argued, but they're saying just let the past go and just come into where you guys are today and focus on the here and now. I mean, I know this is hard for water signs, but if it happened more than 48 hours ago, don't let it come into your consciousness anymore as it relates to your lover. If it's something bad that happened 48 hours ago, then don't even contemplate on that, because see, what does this say? It says there's something here that says you're going to get the results of your focus. So as far as career is concerned, though, many of you are getting ready to shine. You are getting ready to get these new positions. You're going to be put in a position where you're going to shine and inspire others. But they said that there will be a lot of jealousy. So practice humility. Don't flaunt your feathers. Don't, a peacock does not have to spread their feathers. Be careful when you spread them, because there's haters, okay? But then it moved on to relationships, and what it's saying is focus on the here and now with your partner. The only thing that could possibly break the two of you up is if you're focusing on the past and what's wrong instead of focusing on the here and what's right. Right? Even this card says focus on the now, focus on your priorities. It says where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Where you put your focus is where you will receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. Okay, so they've already answered this about your career. Your career is like, we already saw that you're going to be in a position of leadership, or it looks like you're getting ready to experience that leads to success. And some of you are going on these job interviews, and we got that prayer for you for your job interviews so that you will have the right word. Otherwise, wherever you're getting ready to move to, either within your company or if you're just in the same position, you're getting ready to flourish there and shine. You might get, so if you have a YouTube station, for instance, and you're a Scorpio, you might get more views. You might get a plaque. You might get recognition if that's what you do professionally, because you're getting ready to be seen and recognized, acknowledged, and you will inspire. It's just that the negative part is that you're going to have some haters too. Okay. Now, the other thing that I see here is yoga. They're telling you that as you move into your new position, or as you are in this relationship, I'm going to go and talk about relationships a little bit here. As you move into this relationship, you really need to practice some form of meditation. And they're telling you specifically yoga. How many of you guys do yoga? If you've been away from the yoga, you need to get back to it. I had meditated for like 10 minutes one day about 3 weeks ago, and I got the most profound answers for my job, for my work, as a result of just sitting down and meditating. I mean, I got some pretty profound answers. So, yeah. They're saying your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So if yoga is not quite it, maybe you can just stretch, because when you stretch, you get into your body, you get centered. I do see the Lovers here. I do see the Lovers. Could be a Gemini, anybody dealing with a Gemini. And the Lovers could represent, there could be two paths that you're going down. You could have your own business and you could have a job. You could have a full-time job and going to school, right? Or this could be a relationship. You could have a main man, you could have a sneaky link. You could have two different people that you're dealing with, okay? Or you could be trying to go into two different states. I know a Scorpio who is getting a job as a substitute teacher and getting a master's in accounting. Okay. So how many people are doing multiple things right now? You got multiple lovers, multiple things or multiple lovers, honey. What we got going on? Tell the truth, shame the devil. Multiple lovers, multiple things. Who else got multiple things jumping off up in this? Multiple things, multiple things. Jaquez! Hey! Multiple things, multiple lovers, child. Multiple things. Okay, if you got multiple lovers, you ain't got to tell your business. Ah! Oh, God. Hey, Jaquez. Okay, look what we got next, you guys. The Phoenix. That's you. That's you. That's right. It's the scorpion, the serpent, the phoenix. Some say ego. It's called the Phoenix, right? Why does that sound a little off? But anyway, it says the Phoenix here. New phase is in your life, romantically and with your career. It's a changed mind, a transformation. That's what yoga and stretching and exercise will do for you. It really will help your relationship. Like those of you who want to keep your lover and you want to keep the relationship being sweet and cuddly like that, you really need to stretch or go to the gym. I don't know. Water has to move. Water has to move. You know, when something is in motion, it stays in motion. When something is at rest, it stays at rest. So water has to flow. And it's saying here that yoga is really going to transform your mind. It's going to transform your relationship. It's something about it, and it's going to help you at your job. You're exercising, your yoga, your stretching. It's going to give you the clarity of mind that you need to just be able to make precise decisions, to inspire, and to handle the jealousy, because it's coming. It's coming. I'm warning you. You're going to be like, the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck did I do to her? And then you're going to forget all about this reading. But see, if you've stretched and you've jogged and you've done what you need to do in order to get active and release energy, when Bozo comes over there being jealous of you, it's not going to really get to you, okay? But I see the Lovers here, and I feel that there are some things about this lover that can be a little overwhelming, and that's where this yoga, stretching, having a clear mind is going to help you. Some of you are going to be a little overwhelmed at your job or overwhelmed because of the multiple things that you're doing. This is the 10 of Wands. You're going to school and you're working and you have kids. You have kids and you're trying to do this and you're trying to do that. And it's kind of overwhelming here. However, the cards wants you to ask yourself this question. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Am I clear? I know for a fact that my soul wants me to work in career and business. Are you clear? Some of you, your soul wanted to do something with speaking back in the day. Some of you, your soul wants to discern things for people, right? or maybe even be a yoga teacher or instructor. But the question is, am I clear on what my soul really wants here? And it says, take out the shoulds and the limitations, get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desire instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? You know what I would do? I would help people with their careers and have it televised so that other people could get help at the same time. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Today's soul's action. Ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Okay? And then your final card is healthy choices. A lot of you are going to be making a lot of healthy choices about your career path. A lot of healthy choices. See, it went from not really knowing what you wanted to do to making healthy choices. Also, I see you eating better too in the future. I see self-love, self-care. I see you being happier, right? I really feel that some of you already do yoga. You are already exercising, and that stretching is going to clear your mind because some of your workload is going to be pretty heavy here. Okay, and so we're going to conclude with the blessing on a friendship. You know, one card that was in there that I did not read was confidant. Oh, start your business in Tarot. Okay, start your business in Tarot, whatever. Wherever you're being led to. I was led to start a business in Tarot. Now I'm being led to do something else. And we all have our journey, right? Blessing on a friendship. I'm expecting the jealousy at work, and I hate it. Yeah, that's why you need to stretch, Genevieve. Genevieve, have you ever stretched or did yoga? Genevieve, when you exercise just a little, how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel to exercise, to burn off that energy? Not to burn off fat, but just to burn off energy. How does it make you feel after you walk in the park? How does it make you feel? A blessing on a friendship. Yeah, it makes you feel great and clear your mind. That's what you guys need to be doing. It looks like you're going to be doing it anyway. How many of you guys already exercise and you already walk? How many of you already do this? If you already do yoga, stretch, or exercise or walk, I want to see it while I'm reading this. May your friendships be blessed with laughter. Already doing it from time to time, already doing it. Good. Keep it up. Need to start doing it a little more. Me too, Mrs. Huno. Me and you, we need to walk together. Genevieve, I'm going to come get you. We'll walk to the park together. Let's take a long walk around the park after now. Yeah, I need to walk too. In fact, when we get off today, that's exactly what I'm going to do. It says, may your friendship be a delight to you. I don't know who this is for, but we're ending with the blessing on friendships. I think that you guys need to spend some more time with getting friends, meeting friends, or maybe your family. Okay. I was talking to a Scorpio today who was telling me she doesn't have any friends. And every time we talk, I always love talking to her because she's a friend of mine. It's been 5 years now, right, Heather? 7 years or 4 or 5. And it feels good. How many of you Scorpios need to work on opening up for some friendships a little bit more? Whoo, girl, I'm gonna get the whole room. 7 years. Okay. I appreciate you. Yep. Okay. So it seems like you have a lot of things in your life together. It looks like the career pretty much is going to be in a positive direction. But one of the things that need a little tweaking is friendships. You know what I'm saying? That needs a little tweaking. So here's a blessing on your friendship. A blessing on a friendship. A blessing for a friendship where your best self is given permission to emerge and grow, and where mutual love is shared in good times and in bad. May your friendships be blessed with laughter, but never at the expense of the dignity of one of you. May your friendships be a delight to you both, a time of warmth and sharing, give and take, small offerings of what you have sent back and forth between you. May you be kind to each other and honest too. May you have the trust that true friendship needs to speak of things of the soul. And may there be loyalty one to the other without chains or obedience, but freely given. May there be affinities of the spirit, differences to exalt in. And if harsh thoughts or words enter in and blight the path of your companionship, may you pick them up as a stone in the road and move them out of your way. May there be closeness, but a bright and blessed space between you two. May you support each other's soul endeavors. May you breathe life to the fire of each other's dreams. And may there be moments of shared rapture with the simple things, the song you love most, the glory of dawn, the offering of meals, the breaking of bread, the warm circle of the arms of a friend which holds you while the world around about you or around you is falling down. Let there be friends in your life. Let the friends come in. Let there be mutual care, and may your friendships endure amidst the inconstancies of the world. You deserve friendships. Let your friendships have its seasons, but let it turn on, ever changing, ever returning to the place where you find love for each other and greater love of self for knowing one another. Blessed be. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpios. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I will be back soon. I start my new job on Wednesday. So this is probably going to be a reading that you're going to have for a while before I come back. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being live, and namaste.